Right, a very, very common struggle with OFM when you're first starting out, how to get models with zero results. You don't really want to go the unethical route, which would be lying about your results, sticking a load of numbers on a page and telling models they're going to earn in fucking millions in a month. Not really going to happen if you're first starting out. But how do you get models with zero results?
One way is by cold outreach. So obviously this is a hard and long process and it's not very effective or efficient, but it is a way of getting models with no results.
Yeah, so what you can do is pump shit tons of volume into models. So you can be literally messaging 100, 200, 300 models a day, put in the fucking work and really just play a numbers game and get it done.
Ideally, you want to be doing this on a personal branding page, and it can be done on Instagram, Twitter, any of the other pages that we've mentioned in the past. Ideally, you don't want to be doing too many on one page. So for example, if you had Instagram, you've done 300 a day on Instagram every day for a week, you're going to get shadow banned pretty quickly, and they're no longer going to be able to receive your message in their inbox. It will be in the request. So try and mix up your platforms. Make sure you do it on a personal brand. They're more likely to be able to reply to you. You can do it on an agency page. That's absolutely fine. If you don't have a personal brand, that's fine, but ideally on a personal brand.
Yeah, another way of cold outreach is giving genuine value and not expecting anything in return. So if you're just scrolling through Instagram, you see a model, click on their page, think, oh, they've got a direct link to OnlyFans in their bio, that's bad. For example, there could be many flaws with their page, just pick out one. Message them saying, just saw your page, here's a little tip for improvement. You've got a direct link to OnlyFans in your bio. Instagram will pick this up. They'll literally delete your page instantly without any notice. I'd recommend putting a link tree or link in bio, whatever, some of the like encrypted links type shit. Stick that in there, and it's a better alternative to sticking a direct link to OnlyFans. Everyone knows what it means, and it's the same business, but you won't get banned.
With this as well, a lot of people just send them a massive paragraph just advising them, yeah, you got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. Don't do that. That's just going to piss them off. They're going to be like, why are you telling me how to do my job? The best way to do it is kind of ask them, oh, have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried that? Or do you know a way to improve this or that? And they were like, oh, no, I don't. And then you can say, oh, well, I've worked with a model previously, or I know a model who has done this and it has helped. And then they were like, oh, right, so you're in the game more often and stuff like that. Obviously, if it all goes well, they might just tell you to fuck off. But ideally, you don't want to just feed them loads of information and just tell them that they're doing everything wrong. You want to have more of a conversation and less of a chunked paragraph. And this ties in with the next point, which is making it a lot more personal. So don't just copy and paste a paragraph over and over again to loads of different models. Try and make it slightly personal. If you really want to make a good effort, you can record yourself talking about their personal account. So it's personal to you and to them and is very informative that can help them out in their industry.
Yeah, an example of this would be sending a personal voice note. So actually your voice saying their name. So there's no confusion like, oh, it's just copying and pasting that from another one. No, you've said their name, you've given them genuine advice, and they're just thinking, oh, nice guy. No, I've heard his voice. I trust him more. I know who he is. Or girl, whatever. If you're a girl, fine. Another way, sending a video, phone in hand, send a video saying even more personal. So you have your face, your voice, giving them advice for free. You're not expecting anything in return. It's just a much more friendlier approach than spamming a model with tens of messages a day, which they will be getting from other agencies. Another method is by leveraging money. So we're done with cold outreach, leveraging money. You can do this in many ways. So you can run ads, very simple. People overcomplicate it and think, oh no, I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of like pounds. I don't have the budget. You can literally spend 10 to 20 to $30 and get hundreds and hundreds of messages from girls working for your agency. And a lot of people don't believe me. You literally can. If you target the right countries, you have the right targeting settings, and you use the right ad copy, 1,000,000% you'll be getting hundreds of messages from girls that are literally dying to work with you.
It's cheap as fuck. If you value your time and you don't want to spend 3-4 days of just spam messaging fucking chicks or messaging chicks all day, every day on information on how to improve, you can just run an ad. 10, 20 quid. Like, you're not losing much. Just run an ad and you'll get loads of fucking replies.
Yeah, it's no brainer. Genuine no brainer. Another way, if you want to save like all hassle and want all the work already to be done for you, you can literally buy from model marketplaces. So there is a big problem with scammers in the industry. So a lot of people don't trust these model marketplaces. If you're really looking for a model marketplace to trust, give me a message on Instagram or whatever. I'll direct you to a few, or on Telegram, and we'll sort you out and I'll point you in the right direction to a model marketplace. And not all as expensive as you might think. You might think, oh, some of them sell them for thousands per model. Yeah, they do, because all the work's done for you and they're already earning. So of course they're going to sell models for thousands of dollars. Like, it's just how it is. But some models, they're complete beginners, and some marketplaces just sell them for piss cheap, where all the work's already done for you. You just have to chat to them, sign them on a contract, done.
Once again, you don't have to trust us. You can look at the links that we refer to you on the marketplaces, and then you can go ask around if you want. Do your own research. That's absolutely fine. we know for sure that these marketplaces are well confirmed and have lots of testimonies. So lots of people agree that they are good marketplaces.
Done with leveraging money, kind of. You can leverage money in this next step as well, but you can offer models joining incentives to join your agency. So instead of just saying, join my agency, giving no reason, say, join my agency, I'll give you $100 for literally signing on.
Or you can make it a bit more interesting and be like, oh, I'm going to give you, for the first 2 months, I'll give you 70% of the profits. And then afterwards, as I'm so confident they will continue to grow your account to higher pay brackets, I will then want to take 50 or 60% rather than you taking 60, 70%.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can do this. You can work for free for 30 days, a week, whatever you want to do. If they like the service, they can carry on with it. If they don't, they can fuck you off, no consequences. You can also offer to work for free if a certain figure is not made. So you can say, if you're that confident, I'll make you 10K per month within the next 3 months. I'm so confident that if I do not, I will work for free and all that work will be completely free.
With some of them deals, obviously you've got to mention that the model's going to have to meet the requirements that you ask for, otherwise the contract isn't going to be liable. So obviously if you say, I'll do the first month for free, if we don't make, I don't know, $2,000 on a brand new model or something like that, and then they send you like shit amount of content, like 2 fucking pictures, and the rest of it's AI. Try to back yourself a little bit with the points that you make, but do try and make it a bit favourable towards them, because obviously you're trying to sign them, and at the moment you've got 0 results. So you're trying to get a model in to get some results, to get some more proof, to get better models.
So another thing, straying away from the actual methods, a lot of people are just these really fucking annoying pushy salesmen. No one likes pushy salesmen, especially girls in the sex industry. If you're pushing them to do things that they don't want to do, or you're trying to say, oh, join my agency, please, 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 they're not going to fucking like you. And it's kind of creepy. If you're basically, think about it, you're basically begging these girls for nudes if you're fucking being a pushy salesman in this industry. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. You're fucking weird.
No one wants to work with a dickhead. Be polite, be nice. If they don't want to work with you, that's fine. Let them go. You can maybe convince them a little bit, but don't stop being a dick. Say, oh yeah, we'll offer you this or that. If they say no, fair enough. Good luck with your work. Don't stop being a cunt. No one wants to work with a cunt.
Yeah, always stay professional. And the chances are, if you give them good value and you're polite, if they do in the future need a management agency, you'll be the first ones they come to.
And as well, if they have a management agency already working with them and they don't want to come across to you, which is fairly understandable because they might be doing quite well, if you give a good reputation and be very polite, they're going to recommend you to some of their friends potentially. If their actual OnlyFans management agency isn't working very well, they might not recommend their own, they might recommend you to their friends, which then obviously is going to help you in the long run.
Yeah, another common method as well is to network with other agencies, offer to manage their models, obviously take their percentage, but give them a lifetime cut of their earnings. So, say an agency might have a model, they might not have the time to put into that model, and it might not be completely fair on the model. Say they're earning 50% from that model. Say, oh, I'll take 40 and you continue to take the 10%, and I'll literally do all that work and you get 10% for basically doing nothing, just basically a finder's fee. And it's a win-win. They're not doing any work, they're literally just getting a cut of the earnings. The model has no clue about you. You're basically just like acting as like a separate manager for you're basically like being contracted by the management team to manage this chick. So your results are irrelevant to this girl because they're with that agency. You're basically like working for this agency to them.
This is a great way to get straight in, because obviously you're going to have a high profile model straight from the bat without having to actually invest a lot of your own money straight into it. So it's a good way to start off with 0 results. However, like we said, it's probably a lifetime deal. And if you then do grow that model to the top 0.5%, the person with the 10% is going to be fucking laughing, but you might be a bit lenient because you're losing 10% profit there.
But yeah, just a few ways that you can get a model with 0 results. So many ways. It's not just these. Get creative, be inventive. Like, we basically just made these up on the spot because we don't really do this stuff anymore. We obviously have our own set methods, but we basically just made these up on the spot. So think of your own. Just like use your own fucking brain. Think of these. These are just some ways that we came up with 5 minutes ago to make a fucking video on it. But yeah, some ways you can get models with 0 results. So many other ways out there. Do your research.
Like Cole said, it's constantly updating as well. So methods are changing left, right, and center. So that's why it's great to network. If you have no results, network with other people, find new ways, new methods, and get your models a lot quicker. How it's done.